Hello, welcome to a short presentation about A-level geography at Park House. I'll run through a few details about the course on the next few slides and you can decide whether it's right for you. Okay, so on this slide we see that we've studied the Edexcel syllabus at Park House, which since we've started at teaching A-level, we've always done the Edexcel syllabus, and we do it because we like it and we've had success with it. All the syllabuses are fairly similar, actually. Yeah, we see we've got quite a lot of experience in the department, and we're sort of confident in what we do. So on this slide, it's a summary of the topics that we cover over the 2 years. There's two sides of the course: human geography and physical geography. Year 12, we start off with tectonic processes, earthquakes, volcanoes, tsunamis, current trends, what's happening, how we're managing them in the future. We have quite a large section looking at coasts, which really does develop students' understanding from GCSE. On the human geography side, we look at globalization, movement of goods and people, and regenerating places in rural and urban areas. In year 13, the physical geographies for water insecurity and energy security. Okay, they're both topics that are very much in the news all the time. And the human geography side is superpowers, health, human rights, and intervention. Right, yeah, with the dynamic landscapes tectonic course, always seems to be some sort of tectonic event happening, and we're looking at hazard trends, why are these things getting worse, what's going to happen in the future, how are we going to manage them. Yeah, coasts, only about an hour and a half's drive away, we take a trip down to the coast and we sort of see these coastal processes happening, what processes shape the coastline and what pressures the coastline is under. Globalization, that's the human geography side, movement of goods, movement of people, what's happening, why is it happening, how is it going to change in future. Shaping places, yeah, the regeneration of urban and rural areas, hopefully to have a real positive impact on everyone's quality of life. Yeah, water insecurity, seemingly it's going to be the cause of the next big conflict. We can sort of see that happening in sort of Ethiopia and Egypt now. But we're looking at the positive sides as well. What are we doing that's really good and conserving water, making more water available? So it's not all about conflict. Yeah, energy. We're making real progress in the UK with renewables, certainly over the last 10 years, and how we're going to continue that trend, and where the rest of the world fits in. So that's quite a positive course, but there's obviously lots of work to be done in that area as well. Yeah, across the whole A level, climate change is going to come in. It's going to come in and affect virtually every course we study. So the students are going to have to study that and know the many, many, many implications of that. Yeah, superpowers. Certainly, how the world is changing with the USA, the challenging nations such as China, Russia, India, and Brazil. Many other nations that are really moving forward economically and gaining power. So it's a really sort of ever-changing topic, that one. And yeah, health, human rights, and intervention. So certainly with the current pandemic, how does that affect our quality of life? And it's all about movement of people, why people want to move, and conflict and how that affects the world. Yeah, the A-level, as with most A-level geography courses, in our course we have to do 4 days of fieldwork. So we go down to Swanage and go to a variety of locations on the Jurassic Coast. We do many techniques involving physical geography fieldwork, but we also have lots of human geography opportunities there as well. And it's really to set students up so they can complete their non-examined assessment, their coursework at the end of year 12. So it's to give them ideas, and it also sort of helps them understand what's going on at the coastline a lot more clearly, I think. Yeah, we've got paper one, which is the physical geography course. You can see it's 2 hours 15 minutes. That's the coasts, tectonics, water and energy. Paper two, globalization, regenerating places, superpowers and health and human rights. Paper three is a interesting paper. It's a synoptic investigation, which means the exam board will give you a booklet of information on a topic. Could be any topic that's loosely based on the syllabus, and you'll have all sorts of resources, and you'll have to answer questions based on those resources using your wider geographical skills that you've learnt over the 2-year course. So there's no real revision for that. It's just being ready to make decisions quickly and answer questions confidently, which you should be by the end of year 13. And then there's the coursework, which is very much down to you. It is an independent investigation. We will guide you, but we cannot lead you too much with that. So we're hoping to make you confident enough to sort of tackle that and be successful. And it can be on any topic at all, physical or human, as long as you can make it fit and justify why you are actually doing it. So that's a really good test for any student, I think. Yeah, resources. We don't issue the students with a specific textbook and say that's it. We have many electronic resources. We share the best parts, we think. We have numerous summary guides, revision guides, so that's not a problem. The requirements, we really need level 5 in geography, so you've got a good basic understanding from GCSE. The step forward is quite large, actually. I'd say it means a lot more longer extended writing answers, which isn't in the GCSE. But really, if you're enthusiastic and you've got a real interest in the topics I've just talked about, it should come quite easily to you. Okay, so if you're engaged with the course, we think a decent GCSE student will develop well. Okay, yeah, I think just this slide, it summarises. I think geography can give you a lot of skills which you can sort of apply to a range of different employment and different studies as well. So I think it is a useful one to have. Yeah, all sorts of skills such as leadership, problem solving, dealing with different sets of resources, analysing, being creative. And being independent and confident, I think, is a really good one. Yeah, there are quite a lot of jobs that you can eventually get with geography, degree or A level. I mean, you can see them all popping up there. From our school, we've had many geography A level students go on to do a geography related or straight geography degree course, and they've worked in things like hazard management, town planning, oil exploration. There has been one in forestry, as well as working for things like the Environment Agency, studying river management. Also, we've had another part of the department, in tourism, we've had numerous people go on to study tourism and now work in the tourism industry. So you can, geography has led somewhere for these people, which is great. We've also had a couple of geography teachers as well that have emerged from our A-level course. Okay, so that's a little presentation. Obviously, if you're needing more advice or information, you can contact the department or send us an email and we'll be happy to discuss anything with you.